Hello students, this is Nilofamis, your English teacher. Today we are going to see the poem Animals from your first flight. The poem Animals is written by Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman is an American poet. He is well known for his poetry, which is in free verse. The poem Animals is from his work The Song of Myself in Leaves of Grass. In this poem, the poet has drawn the comparison between the animals and the human beings. In this poem, he feels that human beings have lost all their qualities, all their good qualities, and have taken to evil deeds. So he feels that animals are much better than human beings in every manner. So now let's move on the poem. Let's see the first stanza of the poem and the explanation. The first stanza. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. Here the poet says that he wanted to turn into an animal, and he wanted to live with animals. So he says that he is better off in the company of animals than of the human beings. Why? Because they are so placid and self-contained. See here, placid means calm, peaceful, and contained means keep up control. On the other side, human beings are never placid. They are always freaked on one or thing or another. They are never satisfied. They run after very poorly things. They just don't want to help each other, etc. Whereas the animals are very peaceful and calm. Another thing that they are self-contained. Self-contained means they are very much satisfied. They are not running after the materialistic things. They are not greedy. So he feels here that he wanted to be an animal. He wanted to live with the animals instead of living with the human beings. I stand and look at them long and long. So he feels while watching the animals very peaceful. He liked to watch them long and long time continuously. He just stand at one place and look these animals. He liked to watch them. Here again he feels that these animals are not interfering in other matters. So he feels very happy to stand and look these animals for a long time. Let's move on to the next stanza now. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. See here, sweat means complain and whine means to cry. So here the poet is talking about the animals, that the animals are never complaining or never crying about their condition. They may be sad, they may be poor, they may be helpless. But unlike human beings, as human beings are complaining, they are not complaining about their condition, neither they are crying, nor they are blaming. They are just happy with whatever they are having. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. So unlike human beings, they don't lie awake in the dark, in the night. As what happened human beings if they have made any mistake? So what happened to them? They do not get asleep calmly. So they keep awaking for the long time and just keep thinking of what they have done wrong. But these animals are not bothered about what they have done, as they have not done anything wrong. So they are not bothered of anything. While human beings are weeping for their sins. Sins means wrongdoing, if they have done wrongdoing. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. So he says that the animals are very quiet and peaceful all the time. But you can see human beings just posting about what they have done good, all their good deeds in front of God, just to be praised by the other human beings. But this is not with the animals. No one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. So here the poet is telling about The animals that not even one animal you can find out dissatisfied. So he says that unlike human beings are always dissatisfied. They are always unhappy with what they are having. They want more and more, whether it is money or fame or whatever. They always are not satisfied with what they have. Not one is demanded with the mania of owning things. So here they are not even disturbed by owning things. They don't bother, they are just happy. They are happy with whatever they have. Human beings are always mad for worldly owning things, while animals are never bothered and they never run behind the materialistic thing for owning them. They are happy with whatever they are getting that time. They don't want to be the owner of any of the thing of the world, while here human being always wanted to be owner. Let's move towards the next stanza now. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself. They evince them plainly in their possession. Not one kneels to another. Here poet is telling us that not a single animal is bowing down towards the another one to show any kind of devotion. Not to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago, here he refers to the ancestors. Here is telling that animals, they do not even respect or bow to their ancestors. Whereas in the human society, we are not like the animals. We tend to give respect to the different person. Some people are given more importance while some are getting very less importance. So he says that there is a discrimination among the human beings, while this is not in the animals. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So he says in the animal community, every animal is equal. No one is given more importance like the humans. In human society, we can see this discrimination, while in animals it is not. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. Here he is telling about the relations. Whatever the animals are having relations, they are showing up openly. Here the poet accepts how the animals are. They are not hiding their relations. He tries to say that here the animals pray to the other animals for their use for the food. But they don't want to be like human beings. Human beings are only pretending to be good to others. They are keeping relations only for their self-use, while in reality they are not the same as they are showing. This show-off is not there in the animals. They bring me tokens of myself. Here tokens, here we are talking about the qualities. All the qualities which human beings possess. These good qualities there were in the human beings, but now these qualities are somewhere off and evil deeds have taken place of them. He is telling that all these good qualities are still there in animals. They don't pretend, they don't cry, they don't bow down, they don't run madly after the worldly things, etc. So they evince them plainly in their possession. Evince means to show, to reveal. So here he is saying that the animals are simply showing what they are. They are not pretending in front of anybody. I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? So now here the poet is introspecting. He is trying to study himself and wanted to know what has happened to his good qualities. He wonders if he has lost these qualities somewhere, if he had carelessly dropped these all good qualities somewhere, and whether these good qualities all went up to the animals. The good qualities that were once found in the human beings like innocence, kindness, hopefulness, etc. are now seen in animals. He wonders whether the human beings have carelessly dropped these good qualities and they have been passed on to the animals. So now look at this literary devices used in the poem. Metaphor. Sweat and wine refer to the cries and complaints of human beings. Here sweat and wine, these words are used for the cries and complaints of human beings. Another metaphor. The inner qualities of humans are referred to as tokens here. And use of word long is there, so there is also repetition. Here we are completing our poem. You have to revise it, you have to learn it, you have to understand it. If you are having any doubt, you may call me. Thank you.